Hello and welcome to another Flights with Joel video. This is a preview of the High Performance Group Action Pack expansion of the HPG-H145. An action pack expansion builds on the foundation with 5 new rescue and utility-focused H145 variants that will allow sim pilots to perform many new roles and activities within Microsoft Flight Simulator. What we have today is the HEMS version. The HEMS unit has been sent out for us previewers to preview. Actually, I'm very excited because this is one of the first previews that I've gotten. This is a completely new HEMS interior with medical equipment, 3D crew, and ejectable stretcher, functional hoist with detachable crew, high-intensity searchlight with steering, zoom, and color filters. Equipment page on the tablet aircraft app has been extended to cover more options with visual layout, equipment options like the larger radar dome, and skid and snow skis, and the list goes on. This is all the different liveries you get with the action pack. It comes with 4 beautiful liveries. I just thought I would thumb through them real quick. Looks so great sitting in the hangar. This, so far, is my favorite. Something about a shiny black helicopter that I just love. So hey, I know. Let's jump in this thing and do something. Here we are on the tarmac in Seattle, because the missions that they have built in for the preview all take place in Seattle. However, I'm going to show you towards the end of the video how you can do a mission anywhere you like. So this is the new features on the iPad. You have easy detachable radar dome. I just made the radar dome longer with a click of the button. So many of the features that are included with the HEMS version, you can simply take on or off right here in the iPad, which I think is pretty fun. You have wire cutters, you have the winch, you have skis, and then there's the usual options here. I have my rotor downwash on, and the blur is off, and all the things that you can check out. This is where you set up your controls to make sure that you controls are working and are not going to interfere with the autopilot or the auto assist, auto flight management system. Now here, this is new. This is brand new. This is where you can take the crew in and out. So this is now clickable. You can just click it and oh, part of my crew disappeared. But I need my crew, so I'm bringing them back. There you go. Very good. So there's quite a bit in there. There's quite a bit to experiment with. But for for time considerations, I'm just going to go ahead and get started and show you a couple missions. And we'll talk a bit about it as we go. Battery on, prime pumps on, anti-collision lights on. And we go down here. And the panel is warming up. It takes a few seconds to align. How's the crew doing? You guys all right back there? You all good? Look at all that stuff. We've got a stretcher, crew members, which can go in and out. All kinds of things. Okay, panel's lined up. First engine start. Engine 1 goes to idle. And I just love this effect. We watch the temperatures as it spools up. You see it has a green start now. And now it's at idle. There we go. Engine 1's at idle. Everything is correct where it should be. Engine 2 to idle. There it is. Engine 2 coming up. Again, love this effect. Beautiful look at this. Look at this beauty. It's gorgeous. And no, I don't even work for High Performance Group, but I've been following them for a while. Now we turn everything else on. So transfer pumps, actually I turned the transfer pumps on, then I turned the primer pumps off. Not sure if that's 100% correct. Turn on all my lights. We're still at the airport, ready to go. We've got a couple of yellows here still. See the yellow on the panel? That means there's still things that I haven't remembered to turn on or off. Oh, that was a weird sound when I hit the light. That's right. So what the heck was that? I don't know what happened when I hit that light, but that was a strange sound. Okay, we need this. We need the pitot heat, or it'll tell me that it's off. And we need standby batteries. And I go ahead and turn these off for more frame-friendly performance. You may or may not need to, but if you turn off the GTNs, you may get better performance. Still experimenting with some things. My system does need updated. Specs are in the description, if I remembered. Now we have go to flight with both engines, lock it, and as soon as it finishes spooling up, we are ready to roll. So now we have to go over here, go into the map, and start a mission. This is brand new, exciting, and awesome all at once. So we hit missions, and I want to do this one. Let's see, that one, the car crash, because I hadn't done that one before. So let's see what this one's like. So it says fly to the scene of the accident. Well, where the heck is the scene? Oh, there's a map telling you right where it is. So you click there, and now you're ready. You've got your map with GPS coordinates to the accident. In the real world, you would also have radio communication and an address, but we're going with the GPS coordinates. So we are ready to go. We have our first instructions. Fly to the accident. Let's be nice and easy on the liftoff. Be nice to the crew. Take her easy. I do have the flight assist on because from my understanding, that's how the real world pilots fly. I do group flights every Tuesday and Wednesday with a lot of pilots, and the H145 is normally flown with the assist on. So if you want more of a challenge, you can turn it off, but this is how I normally fly it. I'm going to go ahead and take off via the taxiway because you really don't need a runway in the helicopter. I could have just taken off direct, but I'm going to stay over the airport for a little bit more safety. So if there is a problem, then the crew will be safe. I'll easily be able to auto-rotate to a flat surface. And now we are headed to the accident. Now you might see that little tick tick. This is the problem I have with all the 145s. A little bit of I don't know what that is. It's a little bit of a hesitation with the frame rates. I don't have this problem with anything else, and this is why I turned off the GTN. So I just turned it off again because I did restart the flight to do this mission. I had things I had to do. So this video you're seeing actually took hours to shoot. Hours and hours, but that's just how it is. So it's a little bit different time of day. Gorgeous day here in Seattle because it's not real weather. Otherwise, it's not that gorgeous. It was cloudy, rainy, you couldn't see a thing. So I cleared it up a little bit. So maybe we can see. I don't need my landing light at this point. Shut that off. And we should be at the accident scene in moments. Let's see, how's the crew doing? Oh, yeah, they're right with me. Look at that. What's going on? Everything good? Okay. Check, check. And as I'm flying along, just check out all the beautiful scenery. So we are close. We are very close to the accident site. We are in downtown Seattle. With all the beautiful downtown Seattle scenery. I see smoke over here. So the first thing I do is I head for the smoke. Now I am actually recorded without my voice, so I'm doing a voice over. And when I did this live, I headed over here to the wrong place. As we get closer, you'll see that is not an accident site. But now I know where the hospital is. So here's the hospital. And as you also see, it still says fly to accident site. It's still saying the same thing. Now that square on my screen should have clued me in that I'm close. The little round dot tells me the exact location of the accident site. And I want that little dot in the middle of the square in order to be in the right place. There are the two stadiums in Seattle that are right next to each other, which always kind of blows my mind. So here it is, closer, but I passed it. Now if you look at the dot, I'm closer. But somehow I missed it, and my crew is not letting me know what's up. They don't actually talk to me. So they're not telling me anything. Not a darn thing. Let's see, where is it? Okay, now I'm getting a clue. That dot needs to be in the middle of the square. Now I'm getting closer. Wouldn't it be great if all the cranes looked like the Orbix cranes? That's all I'm saying. Okay, so I still don't quite have it. Where is this? It's right. It's got to be right here. Right here. Yeah, I'm clueless. So now there it is. There's the smoke. I had to be almost right over it before I really saw the smoke. I hope maybe you saw it first. There's the baseball stadium. Right next to it is their football stadium. One of the loudest stadiums in football, which is really annoying if you're not a Seattle Seahawks fan. Anyhow, moving on. Let's get down here and find a place to land. It's tricky. I'll tell you that. This is fun. Look at that. There it is. An entire accident scene. We have traffic. We have telephone lines. We have people all over the place. Firemen, policemen, first responders. But as you get closer, it gets a little more difficult. It gets a little tougher to find a place to land. I could land right there because the traffic should be stopped. I could have turned traffic off, but it just doesn't look like the best place to me. So I'm going to move over here. Look at the wires. I'm almost right in. I don't think those wires will care if I land on them, but I'm not going to do it. Pretty sure this is part of the scenery, these telephone wires, which is really awesome. There we go. So there's kind of a spot down there by that fire truck. That looks like he has provided an area for me to land. That's what it looks like. So I'll make our way in here nice and easy. Again, I have the assist on, although I'm not using the full assist, the upper modes. And as I land, ooh, I'm close to that. Let's move forward. As I gently put it down, it should give me new instructions once I'm stable. So it should go to the next set of instructions. It's not doing it. It's not doing it. Okay, this is probably user error. But let's see. See, I'm not... it should go to the next one. Crew picking up. Crew doing their work. So maybe I'm just not in the right spot. I'm not sure. I'm going to move a little closer, which is... See, I noticed there's someone flagging me in. There is someone flagging me in that apparently wants me to land right on the smoke. Isn't that cool? It wants me to land right on the smoke. This accident scene is very detailed. This is why I don't ever think I would want to be a HEMS helicopter pilot, because this is what you would get to see all the time, and that doesn't excite me very much. But it's fantastic that we have so many of them working hard. Okay, let's go right up to them and see if it works. Now, the problem is partly that I forgot a step. So what I need to do is I need to turn my motors to idle. But here's the scene again. Lots of detail. Now it's like I'm on fire. Kind of like this. That's fun. That was fun. But the crew won't do anything until I remember to turn the engines to idle. So here I am. I'm just trying to get closer. Okay, I remembered. So put the engines on idle. Boom. Boom. It takes a second, but then it goes to the next step. And that is the crew doing their job. So at this point, the crew is going to jump out and grab people from the accident scene and put them back in. The crew is going to jump out of the helicopter and grab people from the accident scene and put them back in. Okay, so this is a preview copy, and sometimes things don't go perfectly. I wonder if I had landed once and immediately turned to idle, it probably would have worked. And you're going to see what they do as soon as we get to the hospital. So stick around, don't worry. Everything works, and knowing these people, everything will work better by the time you get it. This is going to release by end of April, so some of you watching this may already have it. There's my crew just making sure they're still there, because they're not doing anything. And we'll wind it back up. Because it says they're it says we're ready. And we'll head to the hospital. Now this is a tricky spot I got into. Look at the wires. You would never actually land an H145 here. I think it's a $5 million helicopter or something. It would not be a good idea. Very close. But look, I think I can get out. I might have cut those wires a little. Just a little. We're on the way. Did I hit something? Oh, I might have. Might have hit something a little bit. And we know where the hospital was because we were lost a minute ago. So it's just right over here. Back over the football stadium. American football for you Europeans. So we are transporting the patient to the hospital, and then it should switch to land on hospital helipad. It's right down here. As you can see, not many steps left, and now it's on land on hospital helipad. So let's take it easy. We have a patient on board. Try and set it down gently, 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 gently. Almost there. There we go. There it is. And now we will set engines to idle. Give it a minute. There it goes. Now the crew is doing their job. Isn't that great? That is awesome. I absolutely love it. So we're going to bring the patient out, and the patient is going to conveniently disappear. The patient disappears. So someone took him into the hospital, put it back in, and they get back in. It's just so fun. And then they get back in the aircraft. It is so cool. So if you want more to do with your 145, rather than just fly around the skies and look at amazing scenery, which is what we do at Flights with Joel on Twitch, then this is for you. This is definitely for you. And you don't have to. Great thing is, you don't have to do it this way. There's another piece to this. And I mean, this is brand new, so they're gonna build on it. They're gonna build on it. You have 5 new variants coming with this expansion pack. Oh, there's some birds. I bought the birds for the West, and so I get birds once in a while. I think we saw some earlier. Okay, and now I'm going to head back to the airport, and then we're going to cut to a new location, and I'm going to show you how you could do a mission all on your own. You don't have to do it, the missions that are built in. You can just make up a mission anywhere in the world, anywhere you want, which is pretty fun. So now we're here at Death Valley, and we're going to make up our own mission. It's pretty simple. It's very simple. So you don't need to start a mission on the pad. That's number 1. Duh. Because that's pretty easy to figure out. We're all fired up. We're ready to go. That is a high power liftoff. We got kind of high, kind of fast, but we're headed out. Get over the trees. And we understand there's somebody down in the hills, in the foothills here. There's someone that needs some help, so we're going to go help them. Love this area. We just did a flight here the other day. So right up here in the foothills, there's somebody that needs to be hoisted. So how are we going to do this? Well, it's pretty simple. As soon as you find the area you like, you just cruise up, get in a nice hover. You want to be close to the ground, close enough that your hoist can make it. There we go. I'm hand flying right now. And what I'm going to do, as soon as I get where I want to be, now I have the hover gauge on. So now it's hovering for me. I can go in here, and I'm going to choose hoist operations anywhere. Anywhere I want. There we go. Begin hoisting now. What's that do? Let's hit it. Oh yeah, look at that, it works. Ah, that is awesome. That is fantastic. There he goes, but there's nothing down there. I'm just hoisting it into nowhere, into the dirt. Not sure what he's going to do. Oh, now he has a patient. So you can make up patients anywhere you want. You can have operations anywhere you want. Hoist comes back up, and now we just wait. So we're waiting for him to work on the patient, get it stabilized. And we're waiting. There we go. Hoist going back down. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. That is very cool that it can do this. And now he gets hoisted back up. And if you want, of course, a bigger challenge, don't use auto hover. Don't use the hover gauge. Just hover. Let's try hovering here. It's not what they do in the real world anymore, but you certainly can. You can even turn off all of the pilot assist and fly by hand entirely by yourself. You can also use Airland FS if you don't like the flight model. There are so many options with the helicopters already in MS Flight. What is it? Microsoft Flight Simulator. And here we go. One more thing to show you. We're almost done. Thanks for watching. Let's head back to the airport and we'll see how we disembark the patient. But there it is, the preview for the H145 expansion pack. The action pack preview. This is the HEMS version. That was a hoist anywhere mission, which allows you to drop a man anywhere in the world. And I could have flown off and returned and hoisted him back up, but I just stayed there. Try and get a nice soft landing here. Now, how do we get the patient off? It's not going to do it by itself. Go to idle. Because I wasn't sure. I thought it might. I thought it might just let the patient off. So it's on idle. No action. All right, jump back inside. I have a idea here. Go to the settings. Go to the screen and open the back door and push the patient out. So that arrow right there, that blue arrow, hit that. And there you go. Patient comes out. It doesn't disappear like it did at the hospital, but still comes in and out. Can make all the crew appear and disappear, and all the equipment on it. So we're just getting started. I mean, we didn't even look at the searchlight, which is fully functional. There's just so much more. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your H145 action pack.